are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty.
Hi guys, my name is Anastasia. I finished Esthetician School in July and I wanted to make a video talking about my experience. I live in New York. Maybe for different city it will be a little bit different. I actually made this video like 2 or 3 times and they were over like an hour long, and this is like my first video ever. I'm putting it on YouTube, so I don't really have that much time to edit an hour video, so I just want to make it short. I wrote down like bullet points that I want to talk about. So yeah, if you're interested, leave a comment. What do you want to know more in depth in the comments so I can make another video. So, should you be an esthetician? This job involves a lot of, it's very, I guess, intimate, because you can do body wrappings, facials, waxing, or makeup, and you will be touching people's faces, you will be touching people. So you should be comfortable with that, because on my first day, my school started remotely, so first I was online. After we went to school, basically we had to already do facials on each other, and I wasn't really prepared. I was like, whoa, like hold on, like let me just like settle in a couple of days at least. And yeah, so that's something you should know, like you'll be touching people basically, and if that's not you, then I don't think that's the field that you should be looking at. Because for example, waxing, you will be touching people private areas, and esthetician, you will be touching people's faces. Yeah, so when we were remote, we were studying about science and bones, nervous system, and stuff like that. And I do believe some of them, I do believe some of the stuff that we were in person for could have been online, so it would save up people's, you know, money and time on transportation, like getting to the school. When we were remote, people already knew each other. I didn't know people already knew each other. I thought we all gonna come in person. The first day I realized a lot of people were friends already, and I was like, oh shit, so they started like ahead of us. Basically they took makeup portion before us, and we were group B, so we had to stay more than 2 weeks. After they graduated, we had to stay 2 weeks more than them. Also, another part of being a esthetician is you need to sell the product. So it's not just you doing people's facials, waxing, body wraps. You will be selling the product. So if you get hired in a salon, they're gonna expect you to basically sell the product. And for me personally, it was kind of difficult because we had a portion of our curriculum where we were in clinic. So people who will book the service, it will be discounted since we in school. And at the end of the service, we would have to be like, oh, well, I want to try those toners, or maybe this facial cleanser, stuff like that. So for me, it was kind of a difficult part because I don't really know how to push people to buy something. If you tell me no, like, okay, like you don't need anything, because I'm that type of person. When I go to, I don't know, the mall, and the people like, oh, like you need help, I'm like, no, like I'm just looking, like don't like push me into buying stuff. So yes, I'm still working on it. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, that school will most likely promote their own line of skin products or makeup or whatever it might be. So in my school, they were more promoting their product, which I think was kind of a disadvantage towards me, because the products, it had like the ingredients, didn't really taught us. They did give us like a book with the vitamins and other stuff in the skin products, but you kind of have to learn it on your own. You kind of just like on your own, like they're mostly pushing their own products with their own ingredients. Also, one thing that I didn't know going to esthetician school is about missing days. So when I was talking to advisor, when I was signing up for school, I asked her what's with the missing days, because my birthday is in the summer. I'm supposed to be in school on my birthday. I'm a Gemini, I'm sorry. On my birthday, but she kind of looked at me and like we really recommend you not to skip classes. And I was like, okay. but they never mentioned anything about this next thing. So when you go in, you basically given a schedule with everything you're gonna be doing for the next 2-3 months when you in person. It can be different from other states. It might be even like 3 months for you or 2 months for you, I heard. So yeah, for me it was around 5-6 months. So I started in March and we ended at the end of July 21st, I believe. And my graduation day was July 21st, meaning that if I missed any days and I didn't make them up, then I would have to pay additional $15 an hour after my graduation day to come in and take their classes. So if you missed one day, it's like around $150 right there. So yeah, be very smart about it. I only missed one day and I only was able to make up that one June day like at the end of the July, like at the last 2 weeks of my like before my graduation basically. And the makeup days, like the days you need to make up, they very inconsistent. So it's not like on Saturdays and Sunday you can come in and just, you know, make up those hours. It's not the thing. It's basically depends on a teacher, whoever wants to take an extra class after school. And most of them from March till June, like nobody really wanted to do it. Nobody wanted to stay extra hours. Like, I mean, I get it. Like most of the teachers, they work 2 or 3 jobs and it's not their fault. Also, as aesthetics comes with a lot of certifications, and those certifications you can obtain them during school or after school. A lot of people do it after school, and the certificates, they're pretty expensive for like 3 days of chemical peels. I'm not sure how much per, but I can put the price over here from my school, how much people paid for it. Also, another bummer, for example, New York state laws, they change all the time. Like they change like every 2 months. It can be changed over a week. So it's very, I guess, touchy subject in the esthetician community because I heard now chemical peels 2-3, you need like a medical degree. Like you can't really do it without it. And it's a subject to change. All of the rules, regulations, they all subject to change. It's mostly towards the end of your program. There's gonna be a clinic where people gonna come in for discounted service, and you would have to do their facials. So don't be afraid, because you can't expect a luxurious or very advanced, you know, facials, because they know they're coming to school. So we don't have that much practice and we basically need them. They get discounted price on a lot of services that your school might offer. So don't be afraid, take 1 client a day, because a lot of people in your class gonna just like, you know, put their head down and like, do not call me, like I don't want to sign up for it. That was me honestly first day, but the second day they kind of caught me. They were like, you have to go, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And after I did my first client, and it felt kind of like, oh, like finally, like I did it. Like it was just like a nice feeling. The tips. So the tips were from, the ones that I got were from $5 to $10. I heard somebody got a little bit more than that, and some people even didn't get anything. So just be prepared that you might not even get a tip. Yes, also you're gonna be, the clinic is gonna be the last 2 weeks. So you gonna be in a real world after those 2 weeks, so why not just take those clients? You know what I mean? It's a practice. It's just like a skill that you should have. Also, like, you know, more faces you touch, the more comfortable you will be after. Also, in addition to that, when you come in person, you will be practicing on your classmates. So I think it was the first or second day that we were in person that we had to actually do it. I think it actually might have been like the second day that we came in, and the teacher showed us a demo, and after the demo we have to all pair up and do each other's facials. And the first time, I remember I asked a girl if she wants a facial, because I was kind of like, oh, I don't know, like I'm kind of scared, and I kind of wanted to try it. So the girl allowed me to do it, and I think like you just switch every single day. Like if you didn't have time to do somebody, so you would do it after the next day. So it's basically, that's how in person will go. Yes, also, how does the pay work? So when you come out of the school, you barely have any experience, and a lot of salons, they will prey on that, and they will tell you it's gonna be only $15 an hour. In New York, minimum wage is around $15-16, so it would be around $15-16. If it's 17-18, that's like, okay, you kind of got lucky on that, but mostly people depend on tips. So yeah, so for example, European Vac Center, and she said that the tips are automatically added to the service. So sometimes it would be like that, and honestly I would prefer something like a place that has that instead of just like, you know, hoping somebody will leave you something. Honestly, I feel like you just need to enjoy it, you need to try it. That's what you want to do at the end of the day. Just enjoy it, see if this is something you want to do, if that's something you want to pursue a career in. And if you have any more questions, leave them in the comments, I'll answer them. And yeah, bye guys.